Hello. So, I said I would post an update. So here I am. Lots of you asked me for questions about like what I was doing and all that stuff. And honestly, since May, I've shared it quite a few times. But I think that post, because it was popular, it was like a side by side of my face in May and then now. Because of that post going kind of popular, I think some of you saw my page that hadn't seen it in a while. So it kind of got a little crazy. So you could go back on my page and probably watch some updates on my page, or you could find them on YouTube on my Home with Purpose channel. But anyway, I thought I would just have a girl chat and tell you what I was doing again. And I'll post it in that thread, and obviously I'll post it new. So anyways, back in May, I'll try to do the long version shorter. I don't know if I can do that or not, but back in May, since December or so, actually, my doctor had been working with me, and I'd gone on metformin because my sugar was just too high, and I had type 2. I have type 2 diabetes, so I couldn't get things under control. Well, then, I was bad, and those few months I thought, well, I'm on metformin, I can eat whatever I want and it's fine. But no, it wasn't, and my numbers all got worse. So I don't remember my exact numbers, but I think my A1C was 8.2, and I had some bad fasting insulin. It was bad. So I can't remember all the numbers. I wish I probably should have written them down so I had them to tell you. I've shared them back on my page though, so you could find them. So anyway, in May, my doctor kind of had a come to Jesus speech with me and was like, listen, I cannot help you as your doctor if you don't do your part. So that was kind of a wake up call, especially after I saw the numbers got worse and change. So anyway, we talked then. The metformin wasn't working by itself, and metformin usually works well for people with insulin resistance, which I have. So anyway, she was like, you need something more. Your insulin and your sugars are too out of control. Your A1Cs continued to rise. So she put me on a shot at that time once a week. So because I didn't want to do anything every day. So she put me on Ozempic. And it really worked with getting my sugar levels down where they should be. So much better. I felt better. And I still was on 3 metformin a day. I was taking 1 with each meal. So anyway, that's where I was at. Just to be honest, I started at 305. Something like that. It wasn't my highest weight. I was a few pounds heavier than that when I first started THM 10 years ago. But anyway, I started on the medication, the shot, and I was still taking the metformin and some food enzymes and some other things. And then my doctor just said, this is your chance. Like, I want you to weigh. She made me weigh in once a month and keep track of my food. She wanted to see a food journal because if not, she wasn't going to really work with me. And I know some of you are thinking what I did at first, like, well, then find a different doctor. But it's what I needed at the time. And it was a wake-up call for me. I'd never had a doctor do that before. I fired many doctors or moved on, but I'd never had a doctor say, get your act together, girl, So anyway, that's what happened, and I started weighing in about once a month, every month and a half or so with her, and she wants me to only lose like a pound a week, so nothing fast at all if I lose a pound. So I had my blood work done in August, and I found out then that my A1C had dropped to, I can't remember. See, this is bad. I think it went from 8.2 to like 6.8 or something, like they're 6.7. I don't remember, but it drastically came down and I was super happy about that. And so did my fasting insulin and all that stuff. It looked so much better. Like, I still have type 2 diabetes right now, but it was so much better that she took me off of metformin totally. So I was super pumped about that. At that time, she also halved my valsartan that I'm on, my blood pressure medication. She halved it, and I'm still on the other. I have to be on amlodipine as well with it, but she had my valsartan, and I've done well. I haven't had any crazy like high blood pressure, I don't think, episodes that I know about, and my heart rate has stayed good. She was having me track some of those things. So that's the gist of what I've been doing, like with my doctor. She makes me track calories, which I have not been used to. If you know anything about THM, you know they don't really track calories or anything like that. I've been using the Lose It app to track my calories. I've loosened up on that a bit because I kind of eat the same. I get in a rut and eat the same things all the time. So anyways, she wanted me to have a certain amount of calories per day. And that's on a calculator.net, I think it's called. You put in your weight and your height and your age, and then it calculates like how many calories you need a day for your body to function, just your organs to function. And I think mine was like 1900 or something like that. I can't remember how many calories it was, but you can put your own in and figure it out. And then, so as I lose weight, that number goes down, you know, just a little bit. So that's what I've been doing, for her. I don't love tracking calories, but honestly, it helped me because portion control has always been a struggle. So it kind of helps me at least be aware. So that's a lot of it. What am I eating? Everybody is just like, what are you doing? What are you eating? I eat a lot of THM style stuff. I do even a lot of crossovers. I do some low carb meals, you know, all that stuff. But honestly, I've been doing a lot of crossovers too. I'm down 35 pounds. This morning, I hit like 269.8. So I was in the 260s, which made me happy. So anyway, that's pretty much what I'm doing. I'm not like doing low carb or keto or anything like that. I eat a lot of carbs still. I watch one more thing I do is, there it is, my monitor. My doctor got me a monitor. So, do I need one like all the time? No, not probably, but it's very helpful to me to see where my sugar's at. Then I can see if I'm eating something and it's something I shouldn't eat again. It lets me know. My sugar's pretty much in range all the time these days, on my monitor. So that's good. But that did help me at the beginning, and it still helps me now, is just to know how much sugar or how my insulin looks when I'm eating different things. Like I know certain things, like oats, if I eat oatmeal or something like that, if I add anything to that, like, except for stevia, and I don't have protein, it's gonna spike pretty good. Maple syrup is a no for me. It spikes my sugar pretty good. Honey, not too bad. So it's like just testing those things out to see what works for me and what doesn't for my body. But those are some of the things I've done with my doctor. These are not just on my own. I check in with her. And so I go back in December for my next check. She's going to check my pancreas numbers and, of course, my fasting insulin, A1C, all those things again, just to see where I'm at. So, and my weight, I haven't been weighing in once a month near so well. I'm going to, instead of driving clear over there, I'm going to send a picture in of my feet on the scale. She told me I could do that since I was doing well. So, for me, it's a head thing. I've got to keep my head in the game and do well that way. I've told you guys several times now, KJ has videos that are beneficial to watch. She does a Patreon. I'm not getting paid for this endorsement, just so you know. But KJ she works with people with food addiction, and I've been watching some of her videos as well. So that's helpful to me. So there's a snippet. I know this was 10 minutes, longer than you probably hoped, or almost 11 minutes, but that in a nutshell is what I'm doing. So eat well, eat healthy, eat what fuels your body. And I'm working with my doctor. She's a what do you call that? Functional medicine doctor in Ottawa, Ohio. So that's what I'm doing. If you have any more questions, you can put them in the comments.